We have to be on the other side.
I want it back!
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control. You don't shoot at cops, you little prick. Get that bastard cold.
Veamos.
Jesus.
¿Qué tal incendio? ¿Qué tal explosión?
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off.
Wow.
You're late, Phelps. Get delayed
Y la
somewhere?
gente de lo más tranquila acá.
What in God's name happened here?
It wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. Look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor's going on television, appealing for calm.
Television. Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
We're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Wow. Está intenso.
Vaporized.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look. Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
¿Qué es esto? Wow. Una cámara
The
espía,
OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS.
Ahí está.
133 North Vermont Avenue.
Ya tenemos la pista nueva, ¿eh? Ok, no se estaban esperando. Oh, no puede ser.
Somebody turned the place over. Better watch it. Do you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel.
Bueno, habrá que investigarlo, ¿eh?
One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank.
A ver, ¿qué dice la lavandería?
What do you need?
Lo que necesito,
Phelps and
lo que
Biggs,
necesito es hablar
LAPD.
contigo.
Get one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was J2620 code.
Who is it? Hangstrom.
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it? 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
What exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A ver, soy la policía, tiene que
A
contarme.
lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
Tenemos la cámara espía.
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies, but the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it is legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do? You were prepared to take that risk?
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
Llegamos.
It's a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from Military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs, you're not still with the LAPD.
Right so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. Found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
That thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the spruce.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking man. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Biggs?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away. You need a drink or something, Detective?
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. Question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins
Encontramos
were
el
interested in this guy
plato.
McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
Seguro.
You had no personal contact with any of the employees, and you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
¿En serio?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Una carta.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west.
Bueno, una nota, mejor dicho.
15. Let's see where this is exactly. Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German boy.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy for it.
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Bringing the Watcher a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy. And Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer.
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish. It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple of years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using 100-gallon vats.
Oh, oh.
Stinks of petroleum.
Hangstrom is flying today on TWA. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
Uy, no, me tendieron una trampa. Eso fue rápido.
There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us.
Se escapa, se escapa. Sabía que era.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight, Cole.
¿Es en serio?
Stay down.
Eso estuvo cerca, ¿eh? A ver quién sigue. Ok, eso está bien. Hay que seguir a Al fin.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps. But between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou. He went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some files he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa. I've always so enjoyed our conversation.
Okay.
I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate, grisly end.
Interesante, ¿eh?
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over. All your sins will be forgiven in the next life.
Una guerra diferente.
The arsonist is a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
A ver qué nos trae por aquí.
How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be
¿Quién
official or
pregunta?
unofficial. Depends on
Eso
how
no
you
es de
want
tu
to play.
incumbencia,
You
hijo.
should get to a hospital, son.
Busco
That arm of
respuestas.
yours appears to be letting in
Y me voy
daylight.
con
Save the pity for
respuestas.
the other guys. They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Tenemos un periódico.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case. Shut your fucking mouth. Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep wasn't on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand. A time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is the time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
I work for the DA. I need to speak with an exterminator. Big guy with a cowboy accent.
We have only 3 people work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Thanks for your help.
Veamos, creo que es aquí.
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy who does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
Cole, you made it.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room. Spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lickman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way. Take your time. I'll give you
Ah,
a
no
doctor
puede
some
ser.
privacy.
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses.
Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down. You know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck 'em.
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
If you're imbecile, Harlan, get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student.
What? Certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about them. development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform
I
me.
thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. It's no longer necessary. I'll take care of Jack Kelso.
¿Qué tenemos por acá?
So much for your foresight, Doctor.
No, no puede ser. ¿Recuerdan esto?
Good doctor has been marking this map. Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights, Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
New houses all being built in the path of the freeway? Jack was wrong.
It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
Hola.
Guess nobody's home.
Ojo que toqué 2 veces. Un lanzallamas.
These guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme.
Uy, no. A ver. Origamis. Bonito pero raro.
Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there. This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11 King, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the First Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get them first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. We'll need help to make it to the river.
Ok. Vamos a buscarlo.
That's Kelso's car.
Who is this guy?
Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing?
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it?
Got it.
Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? You're working with Phelps? A handy lad, that Kelso.
Yes, he is, Chief. You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
So, you're the new groom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And you think he'll make it out of there alive?
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening. What's your offer?
Se va a poner a negociar. A ver.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Eso es.
Dismissed.
Voy a ver otro camino. No. Un lanzallamas. Ok, eso sí va a ser interesante. Eso es. Tengo que ser más cerca, creo, Muera. Soldadito, oh.
Are you okay, Princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. You remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all here?
I'm here to get her out.
But not me.
Ok, un soldado se volvió loco y quiere... No sabe si hacerlo o no.
It ends here.
You were with the 6th on Sugarloaf, weren't you?
I was?
And Naha?
Yes, I was.
You're Sergeant Jack Kelso, aren't you? Where's your uniform, Sarge?
At home in my locker, Hogaboo. War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge.
I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everyone else.
Elsa! Are you all right? Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What? You know this guy? Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you. No. You don't. You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians. A hospital.
What is he talking about?
It was war. For God's sake, I can't be held responsible for everything that happened.
I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help me get back. The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better life.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Biggs will help. His ex is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now.
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, Miss. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
Okay.
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids! Stop the goddamn screaming! I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp!
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps! Get your own fucking hands dirty! I'm out of morphine!
Put these people out of their pain. Now! That's an order!
Everyone out of here now. Double time! You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid station. Weapons team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes. Everything that happened in here stays in here. Do you hear me? I don't want to ever hear another word about it.
He was doing him a favor, Elsa. Cole, up here! I'll get this grader hurt! The water's rising! You're first! Hand her up!
Me recuerda la escena de Titanic.
You're wounded, Jack! Let me help! What are you waiting for? Jump, Cole! Jump for it!
No te creo.
We're gathered here
Okay.
to honor Detective Cole Phelps. Cole Phelps was the best kind of man. Hear, hear. A war hero who led his men with true valor. And through his personal bravery achieved one of his country's highest honors. A cop, wrongly accused, who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
Fine. You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Out of my way, Jack. You call yourself his friend.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine
And the rapacious property tycoon Leland Monroe.
Go to her. Will you, Herschel?
A reformer who recognized the need to remove the odd bad apple from a department made up of good men.
Herschel?
A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who continued to fight the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his own life. A good husband. A good father. And may I say, a good friend.
¿En serio? ¿Terminamos? Uf, qué fuerte. Qué juego. Bueno, no cabe más decir que se suscriban, denle like y comenten.